Alrighty guys, so 104k for Bitcoin, ETH 2.6k, ICPZ $5. It hit $6 the other day and then had a rejection. And I want to say to all of you guys, corrections are going to come on the way. And yes, ICP has not broken out yet of its larger downtrend. However, the ICP Bitcoin pair is looking really, really good right now. It does look like we're basically on the brink of a breakout, hopefully. We've still got about a 20% move to the 100 MA on the daily for the Bitcoin pair. But what this represents, guys, is when a breakout comes from these massive falling wedges, okay, usually down here, everyone gives up on the price. And a lot of my comments have been saying, like, ICP's dead, it's a dead coin, it's a dead coin. We all know, guys, like, people get fearful down here. They do it with pretty much every coin, so that's why I don't really listen to those comments. But when we do break out, you know, this is going to be when alt season is in full swing. So for the Bitcoin pair, like, let's just assume we have bottomed here right at the apex. We could go, maybe even form a lower high, but we're still going to have, in relation to Bitcoin strength, a 125% move. And let's just assume that Bitcoin is, I don't know, 110k at this point. Then if ICP does reach this lower fib, that's going to give us around the $12 ICP, guys. So we're going to get into our USD chart at the end of the video. But yeah, just for the Bitcoin strength, if we do go up here, $12 ICP in USD terms, but 0.000126 in Bitcoin terms. Now, guys, another thing that I'm looking at is going to be Bob. Because I do think when the ICP Bitcoin pair does break out, when the USD pair breaks out, then you're going to see our top ICP alpha plays start to break out as well. Now, we've been covering Bob for a very long time, guys. It's been nearly a year of consolidation. And you guys already know what happens when we reach the apex of these massive triangles. We've got a decision to make. Are we just going to fall down and die, or is Bob going to regain strength? Now, I'd like to hope that we do regain strength, because many of you guys know Bob was responsible for burning so much ICP at the back end of last year, guys. You saw it went absolutely parabolic. And I do think this is going to be round 2 of a massive breakout. So 64 cents. Let's actually draw this up so that we can come back to this at a later date. And we can say 65 cents was probably a no-brainer for Bob, the alpha play that is Bob. And again, if you want to have a look at our key levels that we're going to be targeting at this next area of breakout, you know, you've got $1, and then the big key level is going to be between $1.35 and $1.70. Right now, you can see the chart has been respecting the fibs pretty spot on, guys. You've got resistance here at the 0.618, you had resistance at the 0.382, and now we're just grinding in between the 236 and 0. So Bob, my eyes on the prize, definitely on Bob right now. I might pick up a little bag of Bob later today. I know there's gonna be a lot of you Bob holders in the comments. If you are, let me know what your price prediction is. Now, you're seeing, you know, a lot of alts. You're seeing ICP at the peak of the wedge for the Bitcoin pair. Now, you're also seeing USDT dominance decrease. And usually that is because people are now entering crypto with their USDT bags or USDC bags, whatever stable bags they're holding. And you're also seeing the total crypto market, excluding BTC, start to print higher lows in the chart. And this is on the macro as well, guys. So we're looking at the 2 weekly charts for both of these. So massive moves are happening in either way, right? We're expanding as a whole for the crypto market. USDT, people are now taking on more risk. Another way to see it as well is the others chart and the others BTC strength. You're seeing a bullish divergence in the others chart. So we're having lower highs and lower lows in the USD pairs. However, on the RSI, we're now starting to pick up some momentum. So probably over the coming weeks, we should start to see some bullish relief for our others, everything excluding the top 10 in relation to Bitcoin. So remember, others is bottoming against Bitcoin, while ICP looks like it's at the apex of its Bitcoin pair. And on top of that, people are like super fearful now. This like max ICP is dead. ICP has been the worst project. Comments in my comment section. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been seeing it as well. People still don't believe that we're going to be going into price discovery anytime soon. However, if you do overlay the global M2, again, that's like the hot topic right now. We're probably around here. So anywhere in this like little pullback region to consolidation, we're going to have to consolidate for a little bit, guys. We just went from 74k to 105k in the space of 2 weeks. And If we are to follow, then we should be getting new all-time highs pretty soon. But people still believe that we are at the top. And are we at the top, guys? Because if you look at the GME Bitcoin Cycle Top Finder, or the CTF, then every time we've been at the cycle tops, every time, guys, it's been a massive spike like this. Why would this time be any different? Now, I do think that a lot of people are starting to realize that, and you're seeing developer activity, shout out Zero to Hero, seeing development activity on ICP remaining elevated. But there is one big project that we're waiting for, guys, and that is going to be Caffeine AI. A lot of you guys always say to me, Lex, you know, Caffeine AI is coming out, it's coming out. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't think we're getting it anytime soon, to be honest, because I was looking at the job section on the Internet Computer or on definity.org. You guys can go and check this for yourself, right? If you go right down to all the jobs, you can see pretty much everything that they have going right now. And they've got senior software engineers on the back end and the front end. I don't know. Am I overthinking this? Maybe I'm overthinking it. But the fact that they are now looking for, they're still looking for senior software engineer developers, not just general software engineer developers. Maybe they've got some more work to do, but that's just my thoughts after seeing this. So now ICP is coming up to a very key level of resistance. We spoke about this in the last video. We said this white line here at around $6.15, $6.20 was going to be a big level of resistance on the USD pair, and it has been. And when we do break it, guys, we're going to be targeting around $7.45. But for now, if we do pull back for Bitcoin, if we pull back for Ethereum, then we got a pullback on the cards of around, 7%, right? Which would make sense considering coins. I mean, ICP hasn't had the greatest of growth, but it did move up around 35%. So 35%. 7% pullback, nothing really to be worried about. And right now, Bitcoin dominance has hit our target of around 62%, which we covered in the last video. So now finding some relief. Again, we could like grind and Bitcoin could take the spotlight. We could grind back up to 63% before a rejection, or we could just continue downwards. But it would make sense that we do cool off for the altcoins. Bitcoin has a little bit of a rally before Bitcoin dominance does then drop again, and we can get that rotation of capital, which hopefully will lead our Bitcoin pairs, our USD pairs, to get some pretty good appreciation. But that's it. It's just a quick one on ICP from me to you today. If you found anything useful, you know what to do. Support the grind by clicking that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about the Bitcoin pairs. Are we ready for altcoin season? Is it all hopium? You let me know in the comments. I'm see you guys tomorrow. Peace.